It's already started.
I parked in front.
Just about to call the rules, so everything's
Okay.
good.
Okay. Here.
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 Present.
Here.
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 If you will join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
That day was quick.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Line item number 4, approval of the minutes from the city council meeting held on January 11, 2025.
I move to approve the minutes from the city council meeting held on January 11th, 2025.
25.
That's
It's got
25.
January.
Well, it should be February.
Oh.
Should be February.
No,
It's
it's
January.
I'll amend it.
I'll second it. I see.
I'd actually like to amend my previous motion to reflect the change from January to February of February 11th, 2025.
I second it.
Any discussion? Does the date have to show February on the agenda?
It should. Well, if it's on the, if it's the correct date on the website and the bulletin board, you're okay.
So I just pulled up the link that's on the website for the packet, and on the actual cover page for that agenda item number 4, it does say meeting held on January 11th.
We can't approve it.
So I would recommend that you, by agreement, pull that and ask to table till the next meeting to get the right date, because you've already approved the first January meeting.
Does this motion need to fail first?
It can fail,
Or can I rescind my motion?
or I was going to say, or you can ask to rescind it.
Okay, perfect.
Mr. Bush agrees, and the motion to, he agrees to rescind it, we can do it that way, since it's the wrong date.
Okay, perfect. Well, at this time, I'd like to rescind my previously amended motion for the approval of the city council meeting held on February 11th, 2025.
I second it.
With that, I'd also like to make a motion to table this item until the next meeting that we have.
Second it.
She still needs to poll the council.
Yeah.
Poll the council, please, Lori.
Yes.
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 Yes. Line item number 5, discussion and consideration of action to approve a recommendation from the City of Lacy Lakeview Investment Committee to take $500,000 out of the consolidated fund and $500,000 out of the construction fund and put it into a 6-month CD with Cadence Bank at 4.25% interest.
I move to approve the action to approve a recommendation from the City of Lacy Lakeview Investment Committee to take $500,000 out of the consolidated fund and $500,000 out of the construction fund and put it into a 6-month CD with Cadence Banks with an interest rate of 4.25%.
I second it.
Any discussion? I do want to mention that we are doing that to establish new,
I'm sorry, what was that?
we're actually doing that so that we can establish like new resources or new businesses.
That's one reason, yeah, actually 2 reasons. One, we want to,
Yes.
Mr. Rivera,
Yes.
Mr. Hirsch,
Yes.
Ms. Lee, Yes. and Mr. Wilson.
Yes.
Line item number 6, discussion and consideration of action to approve bid from Syntex Utilities in the amount of $137,775.55 to replace faulty sewer line on Avenue H from Woodall to Powers as soon as possible.
I move to approve the action to approve the bid from Syntex Utilities in the amount of $137,775.55 to replace faulty sewer line on Avenue H from Woodall to Powers as soon as possible.
Second it.
Any discussion? So this is something that we had a problem with, Calvin, recently?
Yes, ma'am. Actually starting to have a problem with it, with the rain and all that we had, and it's starting to fill up, the manhole's not draining good. So we know our sewer line is collapsing. Andy, you want to kind of tell them a little bit about that? They rotted it out and got mud and pieces of the clay pipe.
Yeah, they ran the generator several times, and every time they go in there, it's starting to pull mud and clay pipe, which is what the line is made out of. Excuse me. And every time they do it, it's starting to get worse in a certain spot and collapsing. And right now, if you do go down Woodall, you'll see where they ran the pipe from the manhole at Woodall down to Powers. That's just in case it does start to fill up, we can put a pump on there and bypass it, and give it some relief until we can get it turned on.
Okay. And Andy, is this going to affect any property or houses in that area?
It will, but we'll send out letters and let them know what is going on, and they'll have bypass pumps, so they can bypass that area, that way they can get the job done.
Okay. Is it going to affect the citizens as much as like it's going to cause their water bill to raise or?
No, no. It's just the wastewater line is all it is.
Okay. And we know for sure that it's,
Yes, ma'am.
okay.
And we'd like to add too, Andy, is not 22 residences there that will be affected? And each one of those residences, of course, will get a new, new clean out there on their property. Which some of them have them, but a lot of them don't. So they will get that clean out on their property as well.
Did we get 3, or, and this is a different number than we discussed last time, so we obviously got a second one. Did we get 3 as well?
The first number we brought to y'all, I believe it was last week, was
150?
from,
Mhm.
let's see,
That was J&H Construction.
that was J&H.
150,000.
Mhm.
Then our next bid was from
From Meckel.
Knuckle, and it was at 185,000.
182,251.
Yeah. Then this one here ended up being the lowest one,
Right. So we did get 3 bids on it.
yes.
And did they indicate how long the work was going to last?
At least 3 to 4 weeks. It's a good project because there is a stormwater crossing, it's concrete, and they're gonna have to bore underneath there. And they're actually putting in another manhole pretty much in the middle of the street between Woodall and Howard. That way, because right now, our jetter has a 300-foot hose, and the length of that right there is roughly 920 linear feet. So it doesn't matter if we went from Powers and then went over to Woodall, we'd never meet right there, so we put another manhole in there. Which the city is surprised we didn't have any shot.
And from my understanding, this has been an issue before anyway, correct?
From what I understand, this has been going on probably 15 or 20 years. It's just come to the point we have to bite the bullet and get it done.
And when we communicate to the citizens, are we going to share the expected timeline so that they know the duration of the project?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Any other discussion? Lori, poll the council, please.
Yes.
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 Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Line item number 7, public comment. There's none? Okay, there is none. Line item number 8, mayor's report. I want to announce, or I want to say that I'm very excited that we have a lot of candidates that have stepped up to want to be on the city council. That excites me, and it's like it's going to be a real election. I can't wait to see that. So I'm excited for every citizen that thought it important to sign up and run for city council. I'm excited about that. That's it. Line item number 9, council members' input.
Thank y'all for coming. Thank you for our viewers.
Line item number 10, discussion and consideration of action to cancel the second regularly scheduled council meeting for February 2025.
I move to approve the action to cancel the second regularly scheduled city council meeting on February, in February 2025.
Second it.
Any discussion? Will that have any bearing on that we have to approve the minutes for the last meeting? No?
You can do those in the first meeting in March.
Okay. Any other discussion? Lori, poll the council, please.
Yes.
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 Yes. Mr. Bush?
Bush. At 6:14, we will recess specially called session to convene into executive session at 6:14 p.m. recess, executive session at 6:35 PM to convene back into the specially called meeting session at 6:35 PM. Line item number 11, discussion and consideration of motion, if any, regarding matters discussed in executive session.
I would like to make a motion to approve a new 3-year contract with a 3% increase to the current salary, plus 2 1-year mutual options with terms reflected in the agreement. For the city manager.
I second that.
Any discussion? He seconded. Any discussion? Okay, Lori, poll the council, please.
Mr. Hurst,
Yes.
Ms. Lee,
Yes.
Mr. Wilson,
Yes?
Ms. Kane,
Being that I wasn't here for the meeting to discuss it, I abstain.
Mr. Lednitsky,
Yes.
Mr. Rivera,
Yes.
and Mr. Bush.
Yes.
Line item number 12, we are adjourned at 6:36 PM.
Yeah.
Acknowledge.
How was it?